One more day, one more time.
You know, one downside to making best and worst hit songs lists is that the picks are never static. Opinions can change over time. Sometimes there's small changes, like simply switching two songs' positions around. For instance, in my top 10 best hit songs of 2003 video, I put Mark Wills' 19-something at number 6, and Norah Jones' Don't Know Why number 5. But if I were to remake that video today, I'd switch the positions. But sometimes, the change is far more drastic. Sometimes, a song that you put super high up on the list cools on you over time, and you don't love it nearly as much as you once did. Conversely, sometimes a song that was low on the list or didn't make the list at all can grow on you, and you regret not putting that song high up on the list. While making my best hit songs videos, there have been times where, even after I decide what the top 10 best hit songs of the year are and their ordering, I end up doing some rearranging before I finish writing the script, because I realize I like a certain song more, or don't like a certain song as much as I once thought. But sometimes, I don't change my mind until after the video is already out. I have mentioned before that there have been some songs that I regretted not putting on my best hit songs list. Probably the most notable of these is Chasing You by Morgan Wallen, which didn't start growing on me until after I finished making my top 10 best hit songs of 2020 list, and definitely would have made the list if I made that video today. And well, we have another example of such, and an even bigger jump in my opinions in Chasing You. For reasons that I won't get into now, I have been re-listening to the year-end list of songs I've already talked about in my top 10 best of songs of 2019 videos that I've been doing since last year. And in doing so, I've discovered that my opinions have already changed within the time span of a year. And well, the biggest change I've so far discovered with these re-listens is that I have a new number 1 best hit song of 2001, One More Day by Diamond Rio. This is a song that I seem to have completely overlooked when I was making my 2001 video. I'm sure I did put the song as a contender for the best list when I was making that video, but like Morgan Wallen's Chasing You, I didn't realize how much I truly love this song until after I finished the video and listened to it again later. Even though I didn't talk about it at all in the 2001 video, it managed to blow past Never Had Dream Come True by S Club 7 and take its place as my number 1 best hit song of 2001. Just like my number 1 best hit songs of 2002, 2010, and 2011, One More Day is a beautiful, heartfelt country ballad. In fact, it's the second best out of all 4 of them. If I Die Young by the band Perry is still a teensy bit better, but One More Day is very close behind. The guitars, piano, soft drum beat, and harmony in the chorus give the song a very warm and tender feeling. It sort of makes me think of James Taylor. I do get Carolina in my mind vibes from it. It's a kind of instrumentation that makes you feel happy but also emotional at the same time. It's warm but also calming and gentle, like it's trying to make you cry tears of joy. And given the lyrics, you can definitely tell that's the emotion it's trying to invoke. This song is about having a dream to have one wish granted. You could have wished for anything you wanted. Money, power, material possessions. But instead of wishing for any of those things, you wish to be able to spend one more day with someone you miss. Just one more day with them and seeing the sunset with them might make you feel satisfied. It's never explicitly said in the song who this person is, though it doesn't even strongly imply that it's about a loved one. It could be about an ex-partner whom you've now broken up with and still miss, or one of you moved away from the other and you fell out of touch with them, and you wish you could meet up with them again. Or, and I think this is the more obvious interpretation, it's about a deceased loved one. It could be about a deceased spouse, a deceased parent, a deceased child, or even a deceased close friend. I like the fact that it's never explicitly stated what the relationship between the narrator and the person being sung about is. This makes the song more universal to anyone who's lost a family member or close friend, and allows them to apply the song to their own situation. And given this song was a hit the same year as the September 11 attacks, I'm sure the song really hit hard for the families of the victims after they heard it on the radio afterwards. Once their wish to get one more day with them is granted, the first thing you do is pray for time to crawl, that this one more day you wish for will last longer so you can spend even more time with them. You'd unplug all your electronics, hold this person closely every second and say, I love you to them a million times. That's what you do if you had one more day with them. It really showcases how much you miss this person and how they mean more to you than watching TV, and you're cutting out all potential distractions so that you can only focus on them. But then again, if you did have one more day with them, it would only leave you wishing for yet another day with them. Sometimes, getting exactly what you want still makes you feel unsatisfied. Time is finite after all, so maybe it's for the best to simply let them go and accept that they're now gone. It's bittersweet, but it hits such an emotional spot. Lyrically, it sort of reminds me of Stay Another Day by E17, which was another song about wishing that you could spend one more day with a loved one. By the way, a little side note, that song was actually inspired by one of the members of E17's brothers sadly taking their own life. I don't know if anything similar inspired One More Day, but it's still a fantastic song. In fact, One More Day hits even harder than Stay Another Day, mostly due to the more gentle and tear-jerking instrumentation and the more universal appeal to the lyrics. Not to mention that Stay Another Day could merely be interpreted as a breakup song, and while it was inspired by a real death, that fact isn't immediately obvious from the lyrics. Meanwhile, One More Day does feel more inspired by a real-life situation, even if I can't 100% confirm if it was. Plus, the line about how getting one more day with someone would just make you wish for yet another day with them is also really poignant, and Stay Another Day doesn't have an equivalent into that line. Like the band Perry's If I Die Young, One More Day is a song that brings me close to tearing up when I hear it. This isn't just the #1 best hit song of 2001, it's the #1 best hit song of the 2000s decade. Yes, it's that incredible. I really regret not putting this song on my best hit songs of 2001 list. Frankly, I don't know why I didn't at the time, but me making this short video is rectifying that. You can consider the songs in my top 10 best hit songs of 2001 list to be numbers 2 through 11 now, even though this song now being #1 is not the only change I make to that list now. I'm not remaking my best of 2001 video altogether, but I feel like I need to at least make a short video explaining this update. In a year that already had 2 other beautiful heartfelt country songs to be hits, One More Day managed to blow both of them out of the water. This song is absolutely amazing. If you haven't heard it yet, don't wait one more day. Listen to it right now.